Hey everyone, it's me Sam here, and today I'm going to review the newest Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, Captain America: Civil War. So, with that said, let's get it started. Let's start with the plot. Now, basically, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but basically it's... okay. So basically, this film is both a follow-up to Age of Ultron and the Winter Soldier. Basically, what it is that it's a sequel to Winter Soldier because it focuses on the Bucky Barnes character and what he's going through. It's a follow-up to that. And it's also a sequel to Age of Ultron, like I said, because of the S.H.I.E.L.D. aspect, because there's like a bunch of superheroes in this film, as you probably know. And basically, they're at the point where now maybe the idea of superheroes is probably not for the best, because there have been a lot of people, innocent people, who have died, and now it's just governments and countries are coming together to try to put control S.H.I.E.L.D. And now Captain America and Iron Man are just having two different sides. One says that we shouldn't be controlled, Captain America, and the other is we should be controlled, Iron Man. And so basically the whole movie is just them fighting about it, and it goes all over the place, and it was actually a lot of fun. This is probably like one of the better MCU movies because of how it takes itself so seriously and so and how fun, how it is both fun and how interesting it is to just see them not get along with each other. Because, you know, we know that the Avengers have had a lot of problems before with each other, but this one is like the ultimate showdown between each other. I guess you could say it's kind of like the Super Smash Brawl of the Avengers, except for Hulk and Thor, which it sucks that they're not there, that they can't be in this movie, but we'll wait till Thor 3 for that. But let's talk about what I liked. Okay, so here's what I liked. I thought that the action scenes were very fun, very intense, and very action-packed. It's very well choreographed. It's really well handled. I thought the acting was pretty good for what it was. I like the character motivations in this movie. I think that they have clear motivation. They are very spot on. And I also kind of like this new interpretation of Spider-Man. I think he was very interesting. I was a little worried about if... I thought that he was a very interesting interpretation of it. He's poor, he doesn't have a lot, but I'm very interested in what he has. I don't know if he is as good. I don't know if he is the best Spider-Man yet. I'm not going to say that, like many other people are. I think he's a good Spider-Man. It's just, I can't say that he's the best one yet. I want to wait on. Now, I was a bit skeptical about this new Spider-Man because of how he's played by a British guy. He sounds like Justin Bieber, and he looks like Justin Bieber. Those three things I was very nervous about, and he's okay in this. He was cool in this movie. I mean, he wasn't the best, but, you know, he was fine. I guess maybe he could have been handled better, but he was okay. I'm very mixed on this new Spider-Man. Now, I appreciate the fact that they are trying to do something new with Spider-Man, because, I mean, we've seen him before, but, we need to reintroduce him for this universe. I'm very mixed on him being a poor boy. I am. I get, like, on one hand, it does give you sympathy for him, but on the other hand, it is, I guess, kind of forced, and it just makes you more... It just feels like it's just trying to make you care about him more, and I don't really know how to feel about that. Because in the other Spider-Man films, like, he lived with relatively decent finance. He was able to live okay in terms of money. But this one, he's poor, and his aunt is hot, though I guess that is kind of interesting. Like, they want to do something new with it. So I guess points for originality, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I don't think that Homecoming will be another origin story. Like, some people are saying that it is. I think it's just going to be showing him after Civil War. They're going to do something with that. I've heard that Iron Man is going to be in it. I don't know a lot about it yet, because I'm trying not to, but I kind of am. Like, I am and I'm not, so, but I'm glad that they're not just going with, oh, he just became Spider-Man, even though they said in the movie that he's been Spider-Man for 6 months, so he is early, but it's not like he just had it yesterday. They didn't go the Batman Begins route where you just see him become a superhero starting out, so, and then just go on from there. No, they said that he became it at one point, and now it's just the aftermath. I hope that they don't do the origin story for Homecoming. Please, Marvel, please don't do that. We're sick to death of that. If you don't believe me, go watch Batman vs Superman. That Batman backstory, that was not necessary. Still really well shot, though. No pun intended. And he's also just a little bit awkward. He is a bit he's just a little, like, he does say some corny lines, but it's understandable because he is a teenager. He's not like everyone else where they're an adult. It's not like the rest where he's just an adult and he can just say some corny one-liners. No, he is a teenager. He's like me. He's very awkward, very odd. He's just a young adult. He doesn't know much about life yet and all that. So that's all I think about him. I don't know if he's as good as Tobey Maguire. He's definitely a lot better than Andrew Garfield, because that was not a good Spider-Man film or a good interpretation of him. I don't know yet. I could change my mind, but he is a decent Spider-Man, if nothing greater. I'm interested in seeing what he has. I want to know, I don't know if he's the best crime fighter yet, or I don't know if he is the one that is good at fighting yet. I don't know, but I'm very interested in to see what they have. I want to wait until Homecoming to see what he has in store. I guess it's kind of mixed for me. As usual, the humor is also very good. It's really well handled, and it is definitely good. There are a lot of funny one-liners. There's a lot of funny moments. I won't say what, but they definitely are good. They're awesome. And overall, it was very well handled, at least in terms of movie building and structure. Unlike Batman vs. Superman, that just cuts all that and just goes to the action with no good motivation and just completely disastrous result. Now let's get to the bad things about this movie. There's quite a few, and although the action scenes are well handled, they are not shot very well. There's too much shaky cam, a bit in the first half of the film, and they just ruin the action in this film. That is not a good thing. There's too much shaky cam. Shaky cam in an action film is never a good thing. And there is just there's this this type of and the way that that it's edited, it feels like the film, literally the shots that they shoot, it moves way too fast. It moves way and the camera itself is shaking. It's like if I just went and then the camera was that's kind of like what it was. It was just the camera was it was moving so fast on its own. The film reels itself was just too fast, and the shaky cam did not help. Oh my gosh, it was not good. And this type of thing that I like, that I'm talking about, the fast motion, is what I like to call fast motion blur, where basically it's whatever's happening is fine, but the way that the film itself, it's too fast, you cannot tell what is going on, and it just goes so fast, I'm gonna throw up. And as much as I said that the jokes were good, some of them were kind of lame, some of them were just especially with one from Spider-Man, during the huge fight scene. I will spoil just one thing, but skip to here if you want to skip that. Where basically, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I feel that he just says this one line, it's like, hey, you guys remember that one old movie, Empire Strikes Back, when they try to shoot down those walker thingies? Really, dude? You are a nerd in high school. You are Peter Parker, and you don't know what those things... You don't know what an AT-AT is? Seriously? And an old movie? Really? You gotta just say it's an old movie. Why? I'm so sick of people who just do that kind of crap. Okay. And another thing is that basically this film was a little spoiled by the trailers. I'd say about 60% of it you saw in the trailer, but there are a few things. Well, I guess maybe somewhere between 40 or 60% of what was in the trailers is in here, but somewhere in there, not the whole entire thing, but most of it. There are a few things that they didn't reveal, thankfully, and many people comment on how there are how you feel between the two sides, where I didn't really necessarily feel that, but I guess maybe I need to see it again to really get that. So, and the first act of the film is very slow. It's very, like, you know, it just needed to pick up a bit. But I'd say once Captain America, Bucky, Hawkeye, and Black Panther are captured, that's when the movie starts to pick up a bit. I won't say anything else, but overall, I give this an 8 out of 10. Very solid movie. It does have some problems, but it is good for what it is. Very excited for the upcoming Phase 3. I'm very interested in what it has. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And take care.